Hi guys, welcome to Shawn Watson Davis TV. Today I'm here with Reverend Foreman and his family, his lovely family, celebrating Father's Day. And Reverend Foreman, I just want to say to you that as a father, a grandfather, and as the pastor of Reach Out Christian Center, you have served as a father figure for so many people. And based on your experience in all of your roles, I would like for you to share with us what you think the importance of communication is with respect to leadership and fatherhood.
Well, when you said leadership, I think instead of leadership is followership. You know, you want to teach people how to follow, be good followers, because that's what Christ calls us to do, is to be followers. And so if we can teach people to be good followers, it'll lead to leadership. And a father, I think, we just got to pay attention, be able to listen. I know in my younger days, I wasn't listening to my children, so I learned how to listen. I'll be 75 in August, and I done learned how to listen. And and I think that's what all fathers need to be, have to learn really, to listen to their kids and to others. That's the family that I'm going. Excuse me.
That's fine.
It was cousins.
Beautiful.
So we got to be good. We got to be good listeners and examples. Thank you. That's what my wife said. You got to be. And I try to be an example. I try to. My sons. I hope they learning something from me. I know to be good fathers, and I know my oldest son Mark there. We had some tough times because I used to be loud, stream, and now I'm hearing from his wife and his kids that he doing some of the same thing, and I hate that. It's because I taught him that, and so I pray that he's doing better. My wife says he's doing better. So and Benjamin, I don't know about Benjamin. He just married. He got married. He's been married going on almost 2 years, and so I'm praying that he communicating with his wife. And he got a little baby that's going on a year old, and he can teach his daughter to be what's the word I'm looking for? No, I'm not. I'm saying, because a father should be loud with his daughters. Because if he's loud with his daughters, 9 times out of 10, the daughter gonna find a man that's loud, because that's what she used to. Mm-hmm. And so, so I got a couple daughters here that's not 3 daughters here. I mean, in 1, 2. I'm talking about married. And, I don't know whether some of them don't want to get married. I got one here on my right. She don't want to get married. Mr. Right ain't came along.
That's right.
When Mr. Right come along,
that's right.
Gonna treat her like a queen.
That's right.
I'm learning to treat my wife like a queen.
Yes.
I write every night before I go to bed. I write my wife a note. To let her know I love her. Mm-hmm. My daughter's here with us. She's 46, and I do the same thing for her.
Beautiful.
Both of them.
Beautiful.
And I call her my queen.
Wow.
And I learned that. The older I get, the more I love her.
Beautiful.
And so, and I want my daughters. Jody's my daughter-in-law, but I don't call her my daughter. I call her my daughter. Mm-hmm. And I want her to, when Mark ain't acting right, call me. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to sit down, I'm going to go by, pick him up, take him in the car. We got 66 acres of land at the church. Mm-hmm. We'll drive back there and box it out until he learn how to treat her.
Amen.
So,
amen.
You know what I'm saying? So,
amen. So it sounds like, you're describing the growth
Yes.
that we experience as we continue to live.
Yes.
And you're also speaking to traditions.
Yes.
And so, there are fathers who are present in the home. There are fathers who are not present in the home. And regardless to what position you are parenting from, how do you feel that 101 Conversational Questions by Shawn Watson Davis can help fathers in their bonding time with their children, as well as helping their children to develop their communication skills?
Well, I read, I think I got 3 of the books, and when you read them, they good starters. It helps you start communicating. Let me just take a look at one here.
Okay.
It says 101 Conversation Question for couples, family, and friends.
Yes.
And it said, let's go here.
Can we clarify? I try my best to treat my wife like a queen.
And he does.
Yeah, absolutely. Speak up. Absolutely. We want to get that straight, right?
We want that for the record, right?
Absolutely. Well, it is now for the record.
For the record.
Okay. It says 101 Conversation Questions. Oh, listen up, listen.
Yes.
See, that's the talkative one.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever started or participated in a book club? If so, what did you think about the experience? If not, does the idea appeal to you? Why or why not? Anybody here ever joined a book club?
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
did? You did?
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
What was the experience?
It was a good experience.
It was good.
You got to
We all
talk
go.
things out.
You read the same book, you discussed the ideas,
Yeah.
the main points.
Yep.
Okay.
And everybody had their own opinions and
Yeah.
brought it to the table.
And
Yeah.
that's the way. That's a good means of good communication.
Communication. That's a good starting piece.
Yeah.
Okay, number 2. How do you feel about pets?
Mm.
What pets did you grow up with?
Cat, snake. I love my
Dog.
Oh, we go
I don't love any pets. I don't like snakes.
So Mark and we had a snake, and that's kind of strange to me, but hey, different strokes for different folks,
Exactly. And over here we have a granddaughter that says she loves her pets, right?
Yeah.
You have a dog or what?
Cat.
You have cats. How many cats?
3.
You have 3 cats. And why do you love them?
I don't know, it's like, they just bring me joy.
They bring you joy.
Yes.
Very good, very good.
Okay,
And
now-
mother Foreman says she hates pets.
All
And
pets.
all pets. And why do you hate them? Why do you hate them, Annie?
Because I don't see no purpose of no pets. They don't do anything for me. I'm not. No,
What if you get to heaven and there's dogs?
we're not
and
gonna
cats?
discuss going to heaven, no pets and everything. God know me.
Right.
Okay, let me give you one more.
Okay.
One more. What prejudice do you admit to having?
Oh wow.
And that means every one of us have prejudice.
That's right.
Yeah.
We could say we don't. It don't have to be a prejudice against people or a person.
Mom just gave hers. She's prejudiced against animals.
That's right.
Well, if that's the case, then I got him
Well, I
about
would
insects.
say I'm like that.
And Mother Foreman, you got so much work. You've had so much work to do taking care of your flock.
Yes, I haven't got time for pets.
Exactly.
Pets is just like another child.
Right.
It's another responsibility that I do not want.
Exactly.
So that's why I want no parts of it.
Plus his hair.
Plus his hair, and I don't like it.
Exactly.
When the kids was growing up, we had a dog named Buster,
Okay.
and Tippy would step on the dog, and then she said, "Cue me, Buster."
Mark was scared
But
of the
that,
dog.
and one of the things I think, money. That dog cost us money because
Yes.
the dog had kidney stones.
Yep.
We had to pay $650. Then he had the surgery, some other surgery. Then he had cancer. And so the dog died, and the lady said, "Mr. Foreman, Do you want us to bury him in the pet cemetery? I said, I don't care what y'all do for dogs.
Right. And that's a very good point to bring up, that pets are very expensive and there are a lot of responsibility. How many of you had never heard of Buster until today? Everybody heard about Buster before? Okay. Okay. Good deal.
Okay. Who was or is your favorite relative and why?
I ain't answering that.
Well, I'm gonna just say
Well, mine would be my grandmother.
Yours would be your grandmother?
Yes.
And why your grandmother?
Because my grandmother she's the foundation and the matriarch of our family. She's my last living grandparent currently. And I don't think I would be where I am if it was not for her and her wisdom and her guidance throughout my life.
Amen.
So she'll always be my favorite for that.
Absolutely.
Cousin Robert is my favorite
Okay.
because
Why?
he was the one that helped connect me with my husband right here.
Ah.
We had to run him through some tests. And he would tell me what test to run him through.
Uh-huh.
I'll never forget, he was getting a little discouraged. And then my cousin said, I think this might be the last test we need to run him through because he's getting a little discouraged in it. So that's why plus he and I have a lot in common. We was born in the same month, and we just clicked. You know, we just have a lot in common. So
And
I
how
thank
is
God.
Robert your cousin?
He's my first cousin on my father's side.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. And he introduced you to your husband.
No,
Well,
we went to school together in Arkansas.
Okay.
And when they moved here, he moved in with them and lived with them. He moved here a month before I did.
Okay.
And so we moved together and we was living together.
You and Robert.
Yes.
Okay.
And so we'd go out on a date, and then he would tell her what to put him do this and put him do that and put him do that. But I didn't know he was doing that.
Okay.
I had been married 10 years when I found out that they did. I probably wouldn't have married her if I found out.
Well, thank God you never knew then. Outstanding. Had anybody ever heard those details before?
Yeah.
All those details, because you all are a communicating family.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, this one is, does owning a second home interest you? Why or why not?
Owning the second home?
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Place more.
That's it.
Why does that interest somebody? Who does that interest?
Another place to go.
Another place.
Besides, here, another vacation spot.
Uh-huh.
Family can go to another place. Have fun. Something warmer place to go.
Mm-hmm.
Like
So, yeah.
Troy got a summer home in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Mhm,
It's time to get away. You know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Also, when you're not there, you could rent it out for another revenue or income.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Any other statements with respect to that? How would you all like it to be structured? If you were to own a second home, what would you like the second home to provide for the family?
I think just another place for us to
Space.
make sure that we have peace and where we could all go to and have a good time. And making sure that would be our time, family time. Making sure always we're together with that.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
The second home
Beautiful.
is to have
You like
space.
that idea
Yeah.
too?
More
Yes,
space.
more space.
Yeah.
And good air conditioning.
Because you all come together how often already? How do you all do this once a month, or how often do you all come together as a family?
It seems like once a month because it's birthdays and it's holidays, so it's about something going on every month.
Gotta love it. Beautiful.
We believe in getting together, like daughter said, getting together on birthdays and holidays and everything, because a lot of time we don't see one another as much as we like to. So that's our time of fellowship with one another, getting together on birthdays and holidays. So
And
we
that's,
love it. And another reason I think it's important is I was thinking about this just last week. I said, like Dave said, he'll be 75 and I'm 73. I said, it's important to get together more often. It's the reason why, because we're not going to be here forever.
that's right.
And that way they can make more memories and they can share with their children. So it's good, because I see some parents, they don't get together. I say, oh my goodness, it's kind of strange to me. You mean foreign? You don't get together with your family, and that just, I got a big family, Dave got a big family, and we've always got together. So that's why when people say that just really seems foreign to me, because I think as a family, you need to get together. Because like I said, you're not going to be here forever.
That's right.
And you need to spend that time with your family.
That's right.
And make memories.
And do you all cook together, or does everybody bring a dish? How do you do that?
Well, Jody bring dishes, and today was a blessed day because Melissa and Wayne fixed the meal today.
Oh,
First time. We're so excited. It was so great. It was good.
And Wayne over here, raise your hand, Wayne. Oh, y'all held it down today, huh? For Father's Day.
They did a very good job. But most of the time, what we all do, we all share. We ask, like, Titi will bring a dessert over, and then Jody do a lot of cooking. And I'm trying to figure, what do Michelle
Don't start.
do?
Don't start. I bring whatever you ask me to do. Thank you, Sippy.
Daughter got a gray hair.
But she does. All of us participate and bring foods over so we can just fellowship together. So just not one person doing all the cooking.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Okay, I got one more.
All right, come on, Reverend Foreman.
It says, if you were president of your country, what would you set your sight on accomplishing? If you want to accomplish something, what would you set your sight on?
If you were the president.
If you were president of your country, what would you set your sight on accomplishing?
I would change healthcare.
You would change healthcare.
Yes, that's the first thing I would do. I don't like there would be nobody in this country that would not have no health care. And there would be no way any hospital would be able to turn anybody away. Or be able to treat them medically.
Free health care like my wife.
I don't know.
London, like England, they got
I can't say it would be free. I don't know how I would do it, but that would be the one thing that I would be tackling. That would be the thing I would address.
And why do you feel so passionately about that?
Because I see so many people, especially during COVID. I think COVID was one of the saddest things I'd ever seen, to see so many people turned away. And these people could clearly see that they were sick, but because they did not have the right insurance or no insurance, a lot of people died and got mistreated. That's unfair, and that needs to stop.
Absolutely, absolutely.
What I would do, I would demand. I said demand. That's what I mean, demand. Everybody in the United States to be on budget. That would be a number one. Because I feel if everybody got on a budget and learned how to manage their money, it wouldn't be no poor people in the world. Because a lot of people misuse their money. They get money, they misuse it. Even on welfare, they get it, they misuse it. And when they get money, even when they work, they don't use it wisely, and that's why a lot of people's poor. Because that's why the Bible said the poor will be with you always. Because that's people just not going to use wisdom. The Holy Spirit tell you what to do, don't do it. So I'm speaking from experience because we was in a financial situation 2003 to 2007, and God delivered us. He said, okay, 3 times. 2 times y'all messed up. The 3rd time, you all gonna walk it out. And when David and I walked it out that time, we learned. God didn't have to go take us through anything else again. We learned. And it all came from being on a budget. And that's why I'm so passionate about people being on a budget. Because God gonna provide. He said he'll provide for us. But if we don't use it wisely, then we hurting our own self. So that's why I'm passionate about budget, just like she's passionate about health care. I'm passionate about budget.
So do you think that the public school system should do a much better job at teaching and preparing people in this way? Because our public school system is the only tool that we currently have that universally touches everyone.
Yes, I really believe. I know when I was going to school, we had cooking classes, and we had sewing classes, and we had a time where they taught you about budgets and stuff.
What did you call it?
Home economics.
Yeah, home economics. They did that, but now they don't have that in the school system anymore. Because I do taxes. And the way I learned how to do taxes, my counselor, when I started working, he showed me how to fill out my taxes. And that's why I learned from that. That was experience. I just thank God for him because he taught me how to do it and helped me with it. I started my own tax business and I started doing taxes. So, that was a blessing. So, I just thank God, for the things they had back then that they don't have now. Children don't even know when they get grown. They don't know anything about a budget. They don't know nothing. They think I get a check, I just spend it all. No, you don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why I'm very passionate about that. And I think we need to put something back in the school system so people can learn. Because young people get out of school, they don't even know. They're 18. How am I going to live? They
Right.
don't know anything. They don't even know how to budget or do nothing. We need to put that back in the system.
They don't even teach them how to write.
Yeah,
Cursive, I mean.
And that's
They do it in
sad.
print, but you know, they're not cursive.
You know, when the government, what the government does and what the government doesn't do is always for a reason. So with the fact that budgeting is no longer taught, as well as so many other home economics, which really seems that they should have gone further with home economics versus diminishing the attention given to the subject. So with the fact that they have diminished their attention to the subject, thereby that's going to contribute to more failure in budgeting, right?
Yes.
So why do you think then that they're setting the stage for more budgetary failure?
I feel because they're doing this, is they're opening up the prison system. And that's why a lot of people, especially us, is going to prison. We never learn how that if I don't have the money to purchase something, then I don't get it. See, when you do a budget, you learn how to discipline yourself. And so because of that reason, they said, and I know I'm trying to think, I can't remember that I read it on, saw on TV, where they were saying that in the 3rd grade, they are predicting that a lot of people are going to go to prison. I'm saying, what kind of, how can, in the 3rd grade, they're predicting so many people is going to be going to prison. And they billing more. And why are you doing this? Instead of teaching people how to do a budget, how to take care of themselves, how to respect other people's property. Our parents taught us that you respect your elders and you respect other people's property. But see, it's not taught. And that's why so many people think, well, you know, if I haven't got the money, I just go out and steal it. I just still get what I want. And that's not right. Because if you steal, you're going to pay the consequences and you're going to find yourself in prison.
Absolutely. And it is a well-known fact that education deters crime.
Yes.
So everybody knows what the recipe is. The recipe is education. And yet, people are moving, or the systems are moving further and further away from the dedication to education. So they have to be contriving for the pipeline to prison.
Yes.
So I'm always, even when I see mentoring programs, I'm like, the number one mentoring program content needs to be academics, especially when kids are young, because everybody knows pretty much how to help them when they're young. And if we teach them how to study, how to learn when they're young, then as the academic subjects become harder, they can still tackle it because they know how to learn. They know how to study, giving them the confidence that they can learn the tougher subjects. You know what I'm saying? So in my opinion, anytime there's going to be an enrichment program for youth, it always needs to contain supplemental support to learning to read and to do mathematics, having the confidence so that they know that they're smart and they can learn how to do anything.
Exactly. And I would like to say, when our children come along, what we made sure of, that when they reached the age of 16, they would get a job.
Okay.
And when they got a job, this is what we did. You got a job, now you're going to pay rent, and you're going to buy your own clothes and take care of yourself. That was a must. Because when I was doing that, now I'm teaching them how to budget. When you get your money from working, all of it's not going to go just to you. The government going to get their share, and then whatever you bring home, you're going to have to use that to pay rent, use that to buy your clothes and buy food.
Oh, wait, you got it wrong. He told us we had to pay our tithe.
Oh yeah, that was number one. Pay your tithe first, and then you have to pay rent and buy your clothes. And they said rent. Oh yeah, my kids pay rent. Y'all remember how much y'all paid a month? $40.
And see, I love that value system there, because when you establish your own household, you are sharing your resources.
Yes.
And if you're used to keeping everything to yourself, you can become a very selfish person who doesn't have the mindset of serving others, serving the family. So I think that by way of doing what you did, you were teaching the value of contributing to the family.
And we also drilled, hold on a minute, we also drilled it in them when they was 13, 14, 15, almost 16, getting excited about getting a job. All my kids, they was excited because we drilled it in them. Okay, now, you almost 16, you in your job.
You did.
I did. Drilled it hard in. Because what I did, I got to know the manager at the store, Mr. Blake. I never forget, ShopRite. And so what I did is, I got him, I said, my child will be 16 pretty soon. I want to know if he can get a job bagging. And then so after I got one in, I went for the second one. Then I went for the third one. Why? Because my whole goal was, I want you to know you're not going to live under mom and dad roof all the time. You got to get out and make a living for yourself. And so I'm drilling this in this granddaughter. I'm drilling in the other grandson. I'm drilling in Emmanuel. And these.
Oh, they work.
They know.
Absolutely.
They pay $50 a month in rent.
See that?
Beautiful.
And they pay their phone bill.
Good.
Beautiful. And what do you all think about these things that your grandparents have taught in terms of the value of it?
It's okay, I guess.
You think it's okay? You guess?
Yeah. I mean,
What about some of the older ones who have passed through it and then got to see how that helped you to be an adult once you became an adult?
You old.
I don't
You
know.
Martha big.
Althea doesn't pay rent. We've never made her pay rent like that. She's always paid, and she's always
I pay
paid her
for
tithes and
my
offering, but
stuff.
she's paid for
Like
her
my
phone
car
bill.
note and my phone bill and stuff. But
How does that make you feel? Do you feel proud of yourself?
no, not. I wouldn't say proud, but I feel like it's just normal.
You feel like it's just normal. Okay. Got it.
I would say I pay my phone bill right now. So
You pay your phone bill?
yeah.
Okay. And how do you feel about when you're able to service that phone bill and keep your phone working? How does that make you feel?
I mean, from an aspect, it's good. It feels good and stuff. But then once you see that $30 at your bank, that just keep on going down. You go, oh no.
Yeah, exactly. And do you think that if you weren't paying that phone bill, that you would be wasting that $30 in some other way?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
probably would.
Yeah.
Keeps me responsible, knowing what I need to do and what time I need to, get in and on and stuff like that. So.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Any other comments?
Okay, now we're gonna do one more.
Okay.
This is the I had two, but I'm gonna do one.
Okay.
It says, what amusement park have you visited? Which are your favorite park, ride, attraction, food, etc.?
I went to Michigan Adventures when my grandparents, because we do this on my dad's side, we do this little thing every year where each grandkid gets to pick one, and we went to Michigan Adventures and I went on my first roller coaster ride. It was okay. And then my brother, Neil, he wanted to ride and he almost threw up.
So Michigan Adventure is your favorite?
Yeah.
All right. Anybody else got a different favorite?
Cedar Point.
Cedar Point. Why Cedar Point?
Because of the roller coasters for me. I'm a roller coaster rider.
Okay.
So I love them.
Got it.
Yeah.
Any others?
Yeah, I like Cedar Point because of all the water rides that they have. So.
Yeah, they do have a lot of water
They
rides.
got a whole water park now.
Uh-huh.
Soap City.
Water
Great
park. Woo!
Great America
Great America. Where is that located?
in Chicago.
Oh, in
Wisconsin.
Chicago.
Wisconsin.
Okay.
Mount Olympus.
Wisconsin, you say?
Like, yeah, that area.
Okay. And why do you like Great America, you said?
Yeah, it's called Great America.
Okay. Why is that?
Roasters.
Huh?
Roller roasters too.
Okay. They have good roller coasters.
Yeah, I'm tired.
Got you.
I said, Disney World.
Disney World.
Yeah.
Now is that is that Florida or is that California?
That's Orlando.
Florida. Well, I
Florida.
wouldn't have wanted Florida because
Okay.
we would take a trip all the time to Florida.
Okay.
And we would take it with another family member.
Okay.
And so we always went to Florida, and we would go to Disney World. It was the other one with the whales. SeaWorld, which I did love. That was the best one.
And one in,
Okay.
in Tampa. What's that? The one that's in Tampa.
Busch Gardens.
Busch
Busch
Gardens.
Gardens.
Yeah.
That's your favorite, Reverend?
No, I don't have no favorite.
Okay. You just wanted to give them an honorable
Right.
mention.
Right. You know, we was in Cocoa Beach, Florida, one year. Just my wife and my nephew and his wife, and Rick, my nephew Rick, he don't care about rides. I mean, and so they got this ride that goes round and round and take you out round and round. Huh? I'm gonna tell him. And she was just laughing at Rick. You old scared this, you old scared that. And she got on that thing, and that thing was wrong. And boy, the man said, "Is she gonna have a heart attack? Do I need to stop it?" And he had to stop it and let off.
Wow.
Now, y'all know what Rick did. Rick did not let her live that down.
Ooh. But she had some. She must have been really having an extreme reaction for sure. So I have a curious question for you all. So if you were using 101 conversational questions in the dating process, do you think that the books would help you to nail compatibility and getting to know someone better based on using guided questions such as this?
I think it would help especially if it was like a blind date.
Mm-hmm.
Because you want to kind of break the ice and kind of get to know a person. So I think that book would probably be a helpful tool.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I believe in general it would be a good book for somebody. Just the simple fact that a lot of times, even when you're communicating with somebody in the, dating them, you don't know ordinarily go into all that, asking them those type of questions. So that would just allow you to get the chance to know them a lot better.
Absolutely.
Because there's a lot of generalized questions in there that you ordinarily wouldn't ask a person, on a date. You know what I mean? So I believe it would give you the opportunity to really get to know that person more better than what you did.
Absolutely.
I think it'll be a good book for if you have blending families together.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a good book to ask questions, get to know your stepdaughter, your stepson, for them to get to know you to get to know them. So I think that would be a good book too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Any other situations that you can think of that you think that the books would assist, such as roommate situations? Perhaps people trying to consider whether or not they would be compatible in a living space together, people starting off in college and trying to get to know one another when they first come together in rooms, those kind of situations. Any other thoughts with respect to that? And fatherhood. I mean, it's Father's Day, y'all. So, for example, when I was raised, my parents were not together. And my dad would pick me up for visits, and we'd always go to his favorite restaurant, which was Big Brothers, Elias Brothers. Do you all remember Big Boys?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we would always go there. And I think that had my father had these books in order for us to ask questions back and forth with one another, I think that would have really enhanced the quality of our conversation and our ability to get to know one another better that way. So what do you think about it from the standpoint of fatherhood and fatherhood visits?
Let me give you some, just like we here today, and we talk about a lot of things, but if you could ask, and then you get to know them, and then also get acquainted, well, not acquainted because you're already acquainted, but we get to know each other.
Mm-hmm.
I got a question right here. I mean, and I think it's so prophetic.
Find a
If
question
you die-
to ask. I want to hear a question from you. From the
If
book.
you died today, what might your family discover that would be hurtful to them?
Wait, what was the question?
If you died today, what might your family discover that would be hurtful to them?
Oh. I think I'm an open book.
Yeah,
Try
we
to
know
be
you're
very
an open
honest.
book.
Yeah, we know you're.
Yeah, her and I,
Yeah.
Y'all have deep conversations?
we about the same on that openness.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Most definitely. Too open.
They're too open?
Too open.
Okay.
Too open.
No, I don't think you can never be too open because I feel like if you
Yes.
Yes, you can.
Yes, there's 2 point where you can be too open.
No, because I feel like, I tell mom and dad all the time, I'd rather them hear from me than for them to hear from somebody in the street. So, like, if somebody come and say, oh, we seen your daughter with a glass of wine or a drink or apple, or turning up, they not gonna be like, they're gonna be like, oh, okay, she already done told that. Yeah, they're gonna be able to say, okay, she already told us, because I don't feel like why lie about it. I mean, I think that's the thing that a lot of people do. They try to be something that they're not, and then in front of everybody else, they want to act holier than thou. And so for me, I'm just like, you get what you get, and that's what it is.
That's what she instilled into me and my brother, because now we're just open and honest. We're just telling her. We're just like, Mom, you just tell her. Yeah. And she's like, I didn't want to hear that, but I'm glad you told me. Instead of hearing from somebody else, I guess. So yeah.
So you feel you can trust her?
Yeah. Because there's a point where I didn't really want to tell her anything, because sometimes my mom, I love my mom, but sometimes, shut up, man. Sometimes she can be a little hard, but then again, she was in the military, so she can be hard sometimes. But she softened up a little bit. She's still hard on me, but she softened up a little bit, so now I can talk to her more.
I would say with me, it takes years, to kind of talk to your parent in general about certain things. Because you want to find that safe place with somebody. You don't want to tell nobody else, but you have no choice to sometimes. Because you feel like you can't really express yourself to some people. But then after a while, you get to a certain point in your growth and understanding and getting more mature. You understand that your parents don't need to hear this stuff anyway. You gotta, and sometimes they can give you white stuff back that can help you more than other people can. So it's at the end of the day, they're gonna tell you what you did wrong, but they're gonna make the most out of it and
Make jokes about it for about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Never let it die in family event. Yeah.
So it sounds like if parents want kids to talk to them, they have to make certain that they show control with their own emotions, so that the child feels that the parent is not going to go off on them.
I would say something I most learned. I think my grandma told us a lot. She told me a lot, to listen to understand rather than to respond. That's why I've learned a lot. And to argue back, just listen to understand that other person's point of view.
Right. And when you have that calm nature, then people feel that they can trust talking to you. Right? So I think that's very important for parents to recognize, because all parents say, talk to me, or why didn't you talk to me? But if you don't feel safe talking to them, then you're not going to talk to them, right? So it's very important for parents to recognize the importance of being calm and cool and collected, so that the kids feel safe, that they can talk.
Absolutely.
Beautiful. All right, family. Well, Reverend Foreman.
Sister, did you have one?
What?
I noticed you had your book open.
No, I was.
Yes. I did ask you to find a question.
Yes.
Come on with it, young lady.
I was say, I'll do the 101, the last question.
Okay.
What do people love about you?
That's good.
That's articles.
That's good.
Okay, speak up. What we love about you?
I would say what I've heard mostly from my grandma. I would say that she loves me most, and most people like my kindness and how kind I am, and how helpful I am to people. And I try to do my best and being kind and being helpful to them, because I feel like if you're kind to somebody else and you're being helpful, they can help you in a way that nobody else can. And when you need their help, they can help you because you've helped them.
Correct.
So I
Correct.
feel like my kindness and my helpfulness.
People love your kindness and your helpfulness. And so, in terms of a career path, when people notice certain strength in you, sometimes that leads you into where your purpose is. So, do you have any idea, if you could say right now, where the Lord is leading you in terms of the service that you will provide through your profession? What might that be? And it doesn't have to be one thing, but what ideas come to mind for careers?
I would say my first thing, and I've always thought about this, is a doctor.
Is to become a doctor.
I've always thought about that, and I've told my family this. I told a lot of people this, but I've always said doctor.
And because you're very attracted to, are you attracted to learning health information?
Yes.
Beautiful, beautiful. And what type of physician, has that come to mind yet? Are you more children oriented, or are you more family oriented? What do you think?
Family.
Family. So general practitioner?
Yeah.
What about a surgeon? Do you think you could perform that job?
Maybe, but I would have to work on that if I was to be a surgeon. I would have to look more into it. But for right now, just mostly like practitioner.
Well, I can tell you're a very thoughtful person. That was a very thoughtful answer. Good job. Anybody else, in terms of answering that same question, what do people notice about you?
I can say what people know about me. I'm very talkative, like my mom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't forget your father now.
Yeah, my father. I can take a lot of stuff. Like in certain situations, I get like my dad, where I take certain things serious. But I'm also an understanding person. That's what a lot of people, notice about me. And like to talk to me because I'm a listener to understand you, and to see where your point of view is. But I'm very funny too. So I can I make people laugh and stuff. So.
And that's good. I mean, comedy is excellent. So could you ever see yourself being a stand-up comedian?
Nah, I don't think I could. I mean, who knows? You never know. But I think for me, I'm more of a sports guy too. So
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
So
Playing or sports commentating?
Commentating. But I do play sports though too.
Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. So, good job. Anybody else with that one?
I would say my kind heart. I get that mostly from my mom. First of all, I don't know why you're laughing. First of all, I am kind-hearted. But I get that from my mom mostly. But for me, how I show my kindness is, I'm working on it. It's just I'm a gift giver. So I really don't know how to express my emotions I don't know how to comfort somebody. So my way of comforting is gift giving, and I'm working on that because I need to learn how to help somebody talk through their emotions. But I'm a kind-hearted person, and that's what I do.
Have you ever heard of the book called The 5 Love Languages?
I've heard about it, but I haven't read it yet.
So there's a book called The 5 Love Languages, and gift giving is one of those languages. And basically the book teaches that people show love in a variety of ways, but we have dominant ways. And your dominant way is gifts. All right, so check out that book, 101 Conversational Questions. I'm sorry, The 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman is the name of the book and the author. All right, any other commentary?
What can they say about you, man?
What can I say about you?
What do people love about you?
Yeah.
Put them on right on the spot.
Yeah.
It really varies.
I think they love that I'm a kind person, good-hearted, and just
And you
try
speak
to-
your mind.
Yes.
Speak your mind.
I think that's all of us.
Okay, uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
What about you?
And probably because you all are such a conversational family. That builds confidence.
Yeah, what about you, Mom?
Okay, well, about me, I would say because I am outspoken. I'm loyal. When it comes to friendship, I'm loyal. If you're my friend, you're my friend. If there's an issue, like my sisters, we might have an issue, but we ain't gonna go the whole day with the issue.
So you all know how to work through issues.
Yes.
I think I'm more pettier though.
Okay,
She is.
okay.
I can be very petty.
Okay,
She
okay,
can. And
okay.
I'm gonna give her only a couple of hours
Uh-huh.
to cool down. Then we're gonna have this conversation.
Because you all know how to transcend problems then.
Yeah.
I mean, some people allow problems to bring them down and to completely ruin the family.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But you all will talk it through, see it through, and get to the other side of it every time.
Yeah, we still gonna be sisters.
Yeah,
We still gonna love each other.
And that's how you do it.
Yeah, definitely.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
I think I'm the craziest one.
No,
Okay.
Between her.
no,
Both of you are.
Okay, both of us. together.
Mama got that one.
And
Mama got that one.
then we have our sister right here at the end.
Yes.
That's godmom right there.
Dependable, reliable.
Okay. Okay.
I'm saying that's the one we go to
Yeah.
when you're ready to hear the truth, but you're not really ready to hear the truth, but you want to hear the truth, but you kind of want her to teeter-totter a little bit, but she don't. That's the one we call.
Gotcha. So what is every person in the family known for? That brings me to that idea.
Oh
My
man.
humor.
So humor for you.
Dark humor. I think him and Marcus.
Not dark at all. It is not dark at all. All right.
All right. So you would say this one, everybody in the family would say this one is known for what?
She's the sensitive one.
She's the sensitive one. This one?
Dark humor.
Dark humor.
Can't stay loyal to save his life. You can't stay loyal for longer than 3 months.
Okay.
Don't do me down like that. Just say I'm a ladies' man.
Okay. This one is known for what?
A wondering eye.
A wondering eye.
He's looking here, he's looking there.
Okay, okay, okay.
he's still-
So he's kind of surveying to see, like if anything is out of order, he's gonna notice it.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. So he's the detective.
Yeah.
What about this one?
Ben,
right
Ben
here.
is
Very
a hard
technical.
worker.
Very
Hard
technical.
working.
He's a workaholic.
Okay, workaholic.
A legal
All right.
person.
Okay, beautiful. This one,
Really?
Lily.
Creativity.
Yes.
Creative.
Yeah, creativity. All right.
Yeah.
This one. 'Cause I don't know everybody's name.
Bougie.
Oh yes.
Okay,
Bougie.
so she's
Yes.
bougie. She likes to find the finer things she likes.
You just do anything that doesn't involve quality.
Okay.
If it doesn't have good quality in it, she's not gonna do it.
All
And
right.
if a store person did something wrong or anything, we call her.
Okay.
She gonna get it together and get it straight.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Treat the family right.
I
Oh,
do.
yeah.
I'll go hard. They all know I'm ride or die. I'm coming out.
All right.
With guns and blaze.
Okay.
So, literally.
Are you the oldest girl?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. That makes sense because birth order is another subject. The order of birth and the gender of birth, they have a lot to do with personality development. So when you're dating somebody or just trying to understand how people became how they are, birth order is one of those subjects that's worthy of studying to understand other people. Yeah. Melissa, what is Melissa known for?
Her openness.
The openness.
Very open.
She's too old.
Too open.
She's too like my mom and her. They're like equal, but
I'm listening more.
She's gonna take that one step.
She'll take that one step for no reason.
She gonna take it too far.
So when you all
But
say open, does that mean like Melissa, you can talk to her about anything? What do you mean by open?
Definitely, definitely can talk to her.
You can definitely go to talk
She's
to her.
transparent.
Right.
Okay.
She overshares.
Okay. Gotcha. What'd you say? What'd you say down
I
here?
said maybe some questions she shouldn't ask.
So she's not shy. She'll drill down to the bottom of things to help you figure out things, though,
I
right?
just asked the questions everybody else won't ask.
Won't ask.
There we go.
Gotcha.
Y'all
Gotcha.
cut into my golf.
And
All right.
and then also, but also with all of that, Melissa is she has a really sweet spirit. She's a very
And
kind
she's
hearted.
very dependable.
She's very late but dependable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, late at
Okay.
that.
Gotcha.
Woman that.
Okay. All right. All right. And
Competitive.
Mark is super competitive. So you want Mark on your team if
Yes.
you're playing a game.
And if you ever need a cell phone,
Uh-huh.
he is the person.
Is that right?
Call. Yes.
Because he knows where to get good deals on cell
He just
phones.
knows good phone. He knows
Yes.
good phone
Good
quality.
phone quality because
Yes.
he's really interested in
He's the
that.
Yes.
he's the bougie phone
So he
contact.
studies that.
Yes.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And
Yes.
he's a sensitive person too.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
but a good thing, because
Yeah,
we don't
you-
have enough sensitive men. That's
Exactly.
The problem. That's the problem.
Exactly. You can be very hurtful if you're not sensitive.
That's it. So
That's right.
We're not gonna take that, but He's a good big brother to have.
You
right now.
Yeah. And what about this grandson down
Introvert.
here? Introvert. Okay. Oh, he's an introvert. How do we know it? Are you always reading? Or
Antisocial.
Antisocial.
In my room.
He gets his little chimes here and there on the right time. But other than that, he's sitting back watching.
Or he's not here.
Yeah. Oh, okay. He doesn't come a lot. Okay.
I mean, I come.
Gotcha. And what's your name?
Marcus.
Okay. And Marcus, how do you feel 101 conversational questions can help the introvert?
I don't know. We don't like talk a lot, so it's kind of uncomfortable for probably somebody introvert.
Is right. Okay. Do you think it could help you to be more of a contributor than you ordinarily would be?
I feel like it may help you be a little bit more social.
Okay. Good. Excellent. And what about this one, baby back right here?
Possessive.
Sassy.
I am possessive. I am stubborn.
Possessive and stubborn. Okay. All right. And when you say possessive, what does that mean?
I'm protective over my friends.
Oh, very
protective.
protective over your friends. Okay,
It's
gotcha.
not territorial. I'm a food lover. I do love food.
Yeah,
Gotcha. All right, very good. And what about this baby? What is she known for?
Very helpful.
Very helpful. Dramatic.
A diva.
Sweetheart.
A diva, a sweetheart.
You can't keep a secret.
Y'all haven't seen
Okay.
She gonna snitch now.
She gonna snitch on you.
And she
will snitch.
When you do something real wrong, I'm gonna snitch.
got it. Okay.
But
You're just trying to help keep people on the right track because you don't want your family members to get into any trouble, right?
No, I want my family members.
You want the
to be
family to be
happy.
able to intervene before it leads to any real problem.
So if you do something wrong, I'm gonna snitch on you.
So it's out of love.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, it's out of love.
Now,
Beautiful. Okay.
Tippy is the mother.
Tippy is what? Tippy is the mother. She's the boss. She's the boss. Tippy, do you keep everybody under control? Yep. Are you second mother in charge? All right. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Did I miss anybody? What about the parents?
Oh.
Queen mother, what is she known for?
Sleep.
Okay.
Her nap.
Her nap.
She is guaranteed for her nap.
She's very helpful.
Helpful?
She'll do anything for you, especially.
Yes.
Especially if you're a grandbaby.
Very dependable.
Yeah, especially to us.
You took advantage of that one.
Now she always tell me, she said, Grandma, you get ready to go to your happy place.
Yeah,
What you mean?
the bank. Her happy place is the bank. She will go there all the time.
Because she's a very numbers person.
Yeah, and she like everybody at the bank knows her. Like everybody. Like when you go in there, they'll ask you, "Oh, is she here with you?" I'm like, "No," but they know her, and that's her happy place. Her happy place is the bank and her bed.
And she's teaching you how to conduct business when she has you along with her.
Yeah,
Right?
all the time.
Beautiful. Very good. Because everybody needs the accountant part, the finance, in order to keep that family secure. Somebody's got to make certain that the numbers are right. And Grandma does that.
Yes.
All right. And Granddad?
Sleep sitting up.
Sleep sitting up.
Professional.
Known for his strength.
Very direct.
Well, you gotta have
Very
strength to keep
direct,
your head up
professional.
to it.
What else?
I said he gotta have strength to keep his head up and sleep like that.
That's right.
No matter where
He
he's
known for
at.
disappearing.
He set the example for the family.
Yes, his
Yeah.
faith.
Yeah.
His faith and love of God.
And
His
I say
faith
he
and
has a
love of
heart
God.
for people.
He has a heart for me. He most definitely does.
And he's starting to get
Absolutely.
sensitive in his older age.
Okay.
He wasn't like that always.
Okay. Right.
And but again, it's a good thing, you know, because now he's more approachable
Sure.
than before because before.
Well, I don't know, Dad. That's not what she said in the church. She said, Dad getting all this being sensitive now.
Yeah,
Wait a minute now. He didn't get this together.
I did say it. We was going to have a long talk about this.
Well, it makes sense that as we age, we get more touched.
Yes.
Absolutely. And I'm glad that both of the parents are known for getting their rest. because rest contributes to longevity.
Yes.
Absolutely. And they definitely are the anchors of this family. And as you can see, everybody, this is a family that loves together. They stick together. They enjoy one another. We live in the neighborhood together. And in the summertime, I can always depend on driving by here and seeing that the family is being pulled together. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a needed thing. And it is my hope and prayer that 101 Conversational Questions can be helpful in pulling people together to have meaningful conversations such as the one we had today. So thank you, Reverend, Mr. and Mrs. Foreman. I appreciate you so much. 101 Conversational Questions, guys. Woo! Thanks for tuning in. Please like, comment, and share this video. Bye now. Say bye.